Hey guys, what is going on? Thanks for checking out this update video. So there's a couple things that we're going to be covering right off the bat is cars that have left, cars that are going to be coming in, projects, etc. So some of you are following me on my Instagram and whatnot. You do know that the R34 has been sold. It's a grown-up decision to let that car go, move on to different things. So that is good. The Ford Flex has been sold. That was a pretty cool project, rebuilding the motor, doing head gaskets, timing, what have you. So that is sold. Another important car that is sold too has been the Mercedes. Everybody might be wondering, what the heck is going on? Why is it clearing out? So I ended up trading the Mercedes in to get a family vehicle, something that is still on the luxury side, but something that the family can enjoy. So I ended up actually picking up a 2018 Mazda CX-9 GT package. So that thing is just loaded to all the features. I got lane departure, the automatic cruise control that you don't necessarily need to modulate your throttle. The car does it for you because it has all those cameras and sensors. So that was a pretty grown-up decision to get that for the family, which now at least, I know that the kids and the wife fit in there comfortably. If I need to still throw something in the back too, I can, which is nice. So behind me, where the Skyline used to be, is no longer, of course, because like I said, that is moved on to its new owner already. New projects, though, that are going to be coming are going to be a Honda Civic. That's going to be just a simple engine swap, so nothing too spectacular, special about that. I believe it's like a 2006 Honda Civic, just a coupe automatic. Like I said, pretty much just an engine swap on that. Engine overheated so bad, it ended up melting the plastic dipstick inside the motor. Yeah, how does it do that? I don't know. Apparently, though, it is a common issue with the motors that they have crack blocks. They overheat pretty easily. So we'll be able to find a used motor and put that in that car. But an update on the motorcycle project. Let me flip you around. The motorcycle frame is back from being sandblasted. This thing looks absolutely perfect. I am so pleased with the turnout, especially on the swing arm. The swing arm was probably the worst, especially on the actual edges. It was very rusted, very corroded. As you can see, the pattern right there, it's very pitted. So that's pretty much where the main rust and corrosion was. And honestly, for the time and effort it would have taken me to sand this, would have been just ridiculous. So I got an amazing deal getting the entire frame fully sandblasted. I think it was like $175. Honestly, you can't beat that. Like, what a deal. I would have spent way more in that, in materials, sandpaper, tape, stripper, what have you, and more importantly, my time. I would have probably spent a good solid week on that, maybe 2 weeks, but this is a way easier result. So what we're going to plan on doing is hopefully this weekend, I'm going to be painting the frame. Like I mentioned before, I'm planning on painting it a nice satin black. And then the motor, now that's a different story. This lovely crusty turd is going to get a big overhaul within itself too. So I'm going to degrease the entire motor. From my understanding, this was a running motor. I'm kind of really taking a shot in the dark because I actually haven't seen this motor run yet. I've seen it crank. I've seen it attempt to fire. I pretty much just tore it down as soon as I got it. If there's something up with it, any valve adjustment or anything, that's going to be simple. It's going to be not a problem. My main concern on this is to get it completely degreased, and then I'll be able to paint it a nice fresh coat of like a gunmetal gray, and then that's going to make it pop. What I might do is too, after I paint it, I might grind off the edge of the fins to expose the aluminum. Then that way it'll give it a cool contrast of gunmetal gray and then the fresh silver there. Get all these bolts and crap all replaced. This is the exhaust header pipe, one of them at least. The carbs, easy enough to do a quick service on. Just pop off the float bowls, take out the needle sets and the jets and stuff, and just make sure those are all in good condition. And then we'll be able to replace all the little hoses and tubes, fuel lines, air lines, what have you, recondition all that, get a whole bunch of hardware. I'll have to do a hardware inventory just to see what type of hardware I'll require. Pretty much all of it was a bunch of 8 mils, 8 mil hex heads, 10 mil hex heads, a couple of Allen key ones and whatnot, but it might be easier just to get off online, just a generic anodized bolt kit for everything. Progress on the motorcycle tank, yeah, has slowed down a bit. So I ended up stripping it all back, doing a bunch of body work, getting it all filled in. There's definitely some areas that I'll have to touch up, which isn't a big deal. I just need to finish off sanding it all back, feathering it all out, doing a slight layer of glazing filler on it, glazing putty. Just that way we can do the final touches. And then I'm going to have to primer the tank because the vinyl wrap that we chose for this won't actually stick to filler. Once we get into primer, I'll feather it back, and that way it's all nice and smooth and consistent, not some weird big bumps or ridges, and then it's noticeable that there are filler patches throughout the tank. I pondered the idea of keeping the motorcycle after it's done. I'll probably honestly just sell it. For these projects, for me, it's enjoyable to go through the process and make it look brand new and make it look the best it could be, even better than when it was brand new. It's just a fun experience taking absolute turds and turning them into something that, you know, someone would actually take pride in owning. Some of you have been asking, what's next? What's the big car now that the Skyline has been sold? If you guys haven't already, follow me on my Instagram page. Like I said earlier on, you guys get to see all the sneak peeks and everything that I do there first. A little glimpse into my daily life and also a glimpse into what I do at Limitless Garage. If you guys haven't already checked out Limitless Garage's YouTube channel, please do that. Link is in the description down below. Also, follow Limitless Garage's Instagram page. You get to see all the cool projects that we get to work on, different builds, lots of different colors and wraps. There's been some wild stuff that's been through the shop lately, so definitely check out that. But yeah, some of you have been asking, what's next? Now that the Skyline is sold, what are you going to move on to? Honestly, I haven't really figured that out yet. I've just been kind of taking a step back, concentrating on the shop, getting the shop to hopefully its next step. I'm planning on doing a bunch of courses and whatnot and learning, get proficient on doing tinting. So that will be another skill set that I can learn that I'm pretty excited to learn about. It's just a matter of getting everything in line, getting a couple cars as donor cars to learn on. Some people are scared about that. For me, yeah, whoever wants to get their car tinted at a significant discount to even free, I would love to, you know, practice on your car and start honing in my skills on that. Now, guys, that's everything. Thanks for checking out the update video. If there's any other questions or anything, just throw a comment down below. I do read the comments. I'll try my best to respond to them. But yeah, for now, that's it. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.